The following stories are real. All suspects are morons until proven otherwise. This is a Came from Evansville watch.
Okay, so I'm going to be honest. I have very high expectations for this week's It Came from Evansville watch. The reason is because we had to preview a few of these because it's been so good already.
Well, they were sent to us.
That's right. Evansville Watch is a Facebook and Twitter organization that monitors the police radio here in town. What we do is we have Chandel go through and find some of the more interesting posts, and then Kat reads them back to us, and we kind of point and laugh at some of the craziness that happens here in our very own town of Evansville and the surrounding communities. So, Kat, I'm going to ask you, what has come from Evansville Watch over the past week or so?
Okay, Rob, remember I read these as they're written. Some of them are strange, some of them are funny, some of them are just plain Evansville. We're going to start with one that was sent to us last week. Subject inside of an ambulance from a medical assist run just called 911 dispatch to tell them the ambulance isn't going fast enough. Officer behind the ambulance confirmed they are going a safe speed due to traffic near Burkhart and Lloyd.
I do know that this one made at least one local TV news outlet, so that one you will see on other places, but that is a doozy. That is a doozy. This guy's in the back of an ambulance and calls 911 because
complain that it isn't going fast enough.
And then the great thing is that an officer receives the call and it happens to be behind the ambulance and says it's going plenty fast.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what a way to start. Let's keep going.
All right. Dispatch at Walmart East. A male subject tried to steal furniture. He's now running across Burkhart Road toward the AT&T store.
All right. Good.
By Waleed's Hair Salon at Tippecanoe Drive, a female was apparently trying to hit a male with her car. The male subject was jumping up and down on the vehicle. Both subjects left the scene, but an officer has located a man on the parking lot of Circle K, South Green River Road. EPD investigating.
At first, I don't know why I thought this, but I thought you meant in her car she was trying to hit him in his car. But it sounds like, no, he was not in a car.
Doesn't sound like he was in a car at all.
Can you imagine witnessing that?
No.
Me neither.
1700 block of Belmead. Caller states their neighbor took all of the landscaping rock from the caller's yard and put it in their yard.
Oh
EPD en route.
How do you do that without, you know you're going to get caught.
Right? One would think so.
Boy, Dan, it's crazy you just lost all that rock. I happened to buy some of this recently at a gardening store. Do you like my beautiful decorative rocks?
Yeah.
Boy, I don't know. It looks
that
a lot
may
like
look just like yours. I was so inspired.
That is great.
Let's see. Riverside and Judson. Subject on a moped appears to be trying to break into the old gas station in the area by ramming his moped into the door. EPD on scene.
That's great because, a moped, I don't know if it will even get enough force to break down the door. I imagine if it does, it's probably going to hurt yourself too.
Sure. Assault in the 900 block of Parkwood. Female struck a male over the head with a book. Male asks officers to speak with her. Officer is en route.
Learning. You're doing it wrong.
Hold up just occurred approximately 30 minutes ago in the 1300 block of South Bedford. Male subject called Ace, who was riding a 10-speed bicycle, put a shotgun in a female's face and robbed her.
Riding a bicycle?
A 10-speed.
No kidding.
And he goes by the name of Ace. Subject called Ace.
Oh, how do you like that?
I don't really.
Yeah, no,
honestly.
I don't. But usually you have a more intimidating getaway vehicle.
Sure. 4 more. Indecent exposure. An older male has the interior light on in his red older SUV and is masturbating as he drives eastbound on Lloyd from Green River.
Are you stopping to look at the time?
Yep.
Well, this is one that
8:34. We're good.
This is the one that we have talked about prior. And do you remember what my favorite part about that story was?
That he had the light on?
That he made sure his interior light was on. I assume so that people looking in could see what he was doing.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part about that story.
All right, 3 more. Man on a loud pink scooter. Man on a loud pink scooter.
You could stop right there. That's a good story right there.
Fled from an officer at Kentucky and Riverside. Officer lost him in alley behind Rock-A-Bar. Not sure why he fled. How do you lose somebody on a loud pink scooter?
I imagine.
I'm sorry, no offense, EPD, but how do you lose somebody on a loud pink scooter?
I would think that he probably doesn't want to be. He probably fled because he doesn't want anyone to see him on this scooter.
I know, right?
Anyone. Man, I can tell you the only one I could afford was this Barbie scooter.
Okay. 2 more. Dispute in the 1800 block of Westbrook Drive. Subjects are reportedly arguing over weed. McCutcheonville Fire dispatched for a hand injury.
Whoa. How'd we get from A to B?
No idea. That's what makes that one good. And then
I love how the fire department of all people is who gets called.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
Makes total sense. And then the last one for this week's, it came from Evansville Watch. 400 block of Ficus Road. Male outside with a shovel, yelling at folks passing by, wanting them to fight him. Officer en route with a shovel.
You can bring your own shovel if you want, but I'm not putting mine down. That's excellent. Good stuff this week, guys. Thank you very much. And thank you, Evansville Watch. Thank you for everyone who let us know some of those good stories this week, too. We really appreciate the help there, the assist.
Yes.
Of course, we'll have another one for you next Monday.